Hello there, everyone, and how are you guys today? Well, we would just like to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. Now,
Hello, my sunflowers. We're back and we're here to give you a news recap. Hopefully, if you come by this station, please thumb us up. We really, really need it. And if you have any comments, please leave them. I answer. So, with that being said, baby Crone, tell them what's going on in the news. Come on. It is so much going on in the news. Whew, baby Crone, ready.
okay, well, first off, we'll start on the relationships because you had just recently done some readings on Cardi B and Offset, or Offset and Cardi B. Apparently, they're back together. Would you
Allegedly.
like,
I don't know if they're back together, but they were seen partying at her family's house, and he was dancing with her grandma, I think. The thing is, they're a beautiful couple.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to make it.
Yes.
I don't like breakups. I don't want them to break up. And if they can get back together, get back together. But I read the cards, and it just doesn't seem like it's in the cards for her. What I'm getting out of my readings for her is something happened between them, and it broke Offset. It hurt him deeply. And I don't know what that was. The cards won't reveal. I think it has something to do with STDs, sex. I don't know. And I think it has something to do with Tasha K, but I don't know, because that's when I started getting this feeling. So now to see it over a year ago, I don't know. I just know that it's something he loves her, but it's something he just can't forgive her for. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's money. I don't know, but it's something. That's what I get.
Yeah, it was definitely a good reading. Please do check it out when it gets posted. However, what I feel about Cardi B and Offset is the whole getting back together and breaking up. It is
monotonous.
Yes, especially when she just, good for the baby's sake, because now the baby has the father back in their life, allegedly, supposedly.
But we don't know if they're back together just because they were doing that before.
Yeah,
they were partying. I'm telling you, that thing between him, he carried, that belonged to Carly. Okay, she owned it. Y'all just go. I would hate to be his girlfriend. Because what do I say when you leave me to go on your 3 kids? Mm-hmm. What do I say when I know you're married? Women, we got to think better and do better. Stop messing with other women's slop.
That's pretty much
Stop it. Why are you slobbing and knobbing over something that ain't yours? Man, been there when I was younger. Stop. It's not worth it. And these are pretty women doing this.
That is true.
I get it. He gives you the love you like him. I know he all up in your head, just like he did her.
That is true.
Just like he did hers. You a victim. Child, go ahead. Y'all go on with that foolishness. If you know what I know, you'll leave Offset and find yourself a wonder maker. Okay? Someone that can do wonders in your life.
I like
and leave that Zebo alone. Okay? And let him go back to what owns him. His comp is always leading back to Carly. No matter what, it's just that thing right there going. He can't go away from her. He gets it, and the moment she be like, okay, that's what you want. Okay. And then I'm going to be with somebody. And next thing you know, he's like, I want you back. And if you keep riding on the ride, they're going to keep on doing it. So I decided I'm going to read on it because that's what commentators do.
Yes.
But all at the same time, I find them a riot. They're funny.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? Because they're just a bunch of old heads. When you look at, they over 25.
Yes.
They are a bunch of old heads today in time. Mm-hmm. When marriage are not lasting, they've been married for 7 years or so? And you mean that I can't. And for the woman that gets involved with him, may her heart ache until it ache no more. You have to know he'll never be yours. Even if you have a baby, that's Carly's man. And you got that from Carly. Leave that man alone. Y'all, when y'all see Offset coming, run. Don't ask questions. Pass, stop. Don't even stop. When it say stop, go. Just don't look back. Run, ladies. Run from that handsome chocolate chip cookie. Because he belonged to Carly. Mm-hmm. At least for now. We'll talk about it in 2025. Well, that's what I mean. And speaking of that, DDG.
Yes.
I done read. Now you go ahead. I don't know what's going on. How y'all gonna break up close to Halloween?
I know. And shortly, the baby not even 1 year old. They have now been. Yeah, it's honestly sad. I don't know because really, I now just remembered the name. I was going to name the video for Holly and DDG.
What?
Is DDG crashing out over Holly?
That's what I told you I was going to name it, right?
Yes.
And I couldn't think of it. And when you put it in, check it and see what it was, you could probably still change the name.
Yes, I can still change that name. Yes, definitely, because that was a joke that he made when Holly made that song, Because I Love You. It's
beautiful song.
Beautiful song. I'm kind of glad she didn't use DDG in the music video now.
I think it would have been nice if she would have used him in the video.
Oh, it would have been nice.
I think that he should have been in the video. I think he would have been the perfect role to play for that video. Mm-hmm. Really, I do, because he is what do you call it? One of people forget it, baby Cona's daydream, and she can't even help me with a word. She seen me stuttering. She could have gave me any word. She could have gave Knoxbury Farm, but she didn't give me nothing. He's a commentator. We know he's an influencer. So he could have been good on that. He's handsome and they look good together. I think it would have been a beautiful thing. But nevertheless, the guy she was with, but he was sexy.
Yeah. All that to be said, now that they are broken up. For now.
Let's just not put a pin in it.
Right.
I put a pink strip. Mm-hmm. Because pink means I just can't see them just ending. It just seems like they're going through a lover's fight. And I truly believe that DDG is immature. But then again, Holly could be hell. We don't know. We look at sweet little Holly. Mm-hmm. But Holly is, which I found out now, is an Aries. Holly don't play.
No.
Everybody look at the meek and the tender and the sweet woman. Mm-hmm. Holly looked like, you would think her sister, Chloe would be the first breakout to get pregnant. No, it's little Holly who sits in the corner, who's so sexy and sweet. Did you see in that video? Mm-hmm. Don't underestimate Holly, okay? Mm-hmm. She's classy. She's chic, but she probably can raise hell. Yes. I see it. Mm-hmm. She don't do a whole. She probably ain't loud, and probably don't know. That's probably too. And don't. She probably say, "I laid a lot, and I'm out. I don't need this." Mm-hmm. I'm not going because she just seems so uplifting and bubbly, and the type of person said, "Look, I'm just not going to take a lot of stuff. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. I don't need it." Mm-hmm. I come from a background, a bunch of strong women. I come from women that got background. Mm-hmm. And even if I wasn't, and my sister not here, she feel me being weak. She'll rise up in me and say,
she will.
Collect yourself and gather them pearls and get up on out of here. And she's got an older sister too that is just as feisty over her. So they're love family.
I was going to say that I see Holly after I saw that music video Because I Love You.
I saw her differently.
Mm-hmm. And I literally call her a modern day siren because she has that angelic voice.
Yes, she does. She has a beautiful voice.
Yet she is able to be beautifully seductive and able to lure you in. It's just everything. That's why DDG crashed.
Is that good?
Yeah.
I was feeling myself when my eyes was closed, rolled to the back of my head. I was feeling it all up in my chest.
That's exactly
That's how it was
goes.
howling. They supposed to see she howls, she sings, and the men out in the ships, they hear that voice and they are drawn to go and rescue this siren. But when they get there, they die. Why? Because it's not real. That's all her spirit to get them to die in a tidal wave, not a tidal wave, some kind of storm or
crash into a rock.
That's the story.
But
thank you, Holly says thank you. Be careful, DDG. You'll crash into a rock.
Yeah, literally be careful. She was the person you never saw coming.
Yeah.
But all that being said, love Holly though.
Love her, yes.
Yes. Moving on, speaking of other relationships, man, this has just been a relationship weekend.
Okay, give it to us, babe.
TJ Holmes and Amy Roback. They're still together.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
I want to read on them. Remind me. I'm going to read on them.
This is the story that keeps on giving.
I'm going to read on them. And they gave this story the reason why they lived together because their daughters or someone had roaches. And so they gave up their place so their children can move in. That's a good story. I'll take it.
Yeah, it was fully
I'll take it because I want them to make it. Why? They've been through all of this.
They really have.
Why break up? Mm-hmm. That's dumb.
It is dumb.
I want them to make it. What else you have on them, baby Crone?
That was pretty much it for TJ Holmes and Amy. They seem to be working. I actually do wonder if they found any other. I do wonder if they found any other work positions now that they've left. What was it? Good Morning America.
I think if they just get together and just do something on YouTube, they'll be fine. I do. Fine. I don't know why. Get a podcast. They'll be fine.
Yeah, they would be.
Nowadays, it's other things. People just used to. I know you're used to that big money, but you and her can think of something, get a podcast, get on YouTube. Y'all can do this. Y'all made money from that. I'm sure y'all ain't blow y'all money. Come on, y'all can do this. I would follow them. Mm-hmm. I would. As long as they was talking about stuff I was interested in, like pop culture, news, what's going on, politics, I would. As long as it's not politics 24/7, I would. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But speaking of politics, let's talk about something that's somewhat political, and that's Melania Trump. Yeah. She apparently has a book coming out. But in promoting her book, she does say that she takes a stance in pro-body, which is definitely against what Donald Trump is saying in his campaign, allegedly. So that's not looking good when election's just right around the corner.
But from what I understand, that Donald Trump was into pro-life years ago. But he's always straddling the fence to try to find a happy medium. I think that they can find something to work that out. I hope that the Republican Party can figure something like that out. However, my body, my choice, I struggle with that because I feel as though whoever you got pregnant by, like when you get pregnant, it should be both of you choice. I just had this conversation. Just going to go a tiny bit deep. When I get pregnant, it should be mandatory. If I want help, then I have to give account to who the father is. Mm-hmm. When I go, the father got to come in, the baby father. It's like a government. Like you ain't got paid for it. Maybe a $20 visit or something so they could get paperwork done. You go in, you get this done. I know it sounds crazy, but listen, just hear me out for a minute. And whether you're married or not, it's already etched in stone. The father has to agree that he wants the baby. Now, say you're in a situation where the woman says, I don't want it, and the man wants it. Well, in that case, the woman will have to take care of the baby, have the baby if she can. Mm-hmm. And when she delivers, the man have to be there and the baby automatically goes towards the man. If the woman want the baby and the man say, I don't want it, and the woman say, I want it, then the man is free from his responsibility.
Fair enough.
I think that's the way it should be. Because in my opinion, I think a lot of women get pregnant by men just so they can have that check coming in. I also think that if we take and protect the man and protect the woman where they both have equal right, but this is my baby, my body. What about the seed? What about that man? He has a right to. There are a lot of men that don't want that and that don't like that. So I think that we need to make it as a whole, as a group. That's just my opinion. Think about it. It may not work, but look, I'm living in my own reality, and I feel as though it's something. If you can think of something better, let me know. But I think that a man and a woman, y'all laid down together that make it. Y'all need to be able to come up together and figure out, well, what if a situation come up where you don't know who the father is? Well, in that case,
yeah, it's your choice.
You have to do your choice. You won't know anything, and you get the men in. We'll take the samples of their blood, and when it's all said and done, that's how it's done. And all of them are coming. Even if it was 5 of them, you will decide whether he wants it, you want it, who want it. That's how I would do it. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, you ain't feeling it 100. You work the kinks out.
I was feeling it up until when you said tasked to figure out which one was the baby father.
Because how would you know if she said she had sex with 2 and she don't know which one? Okay. It's no way you can never find out until after.
All right, it's different if it's 2. I was starting to think of like maybe what if she was like sleeping around for like 5 different.
She could have.
And then you got to do 5 different tests.
Then that's just what it's got to be. Why is it? Well, what about the baby?
Yeah, the baby suffers in that case.
No, right? You bring them in. They ain't got to come in on the same day. They can keep your anonymity. They don't have to tell, right? Yeah. That's my opinion. Well, go with. That's what I'm thinking. Well, that's what I like.
It's good because it takes 2 to get there, and it also stops the women from, basically trapping the man by saying, "I'm gonna still have your baby anyway."
Right. And if he say, "I don't want it," she can have it, but that leaves him free. That leaves him free. Or if she say she don't want it, and then that way it's the law for both of them.
Yes.
If they agree they're going to raise that child together, don't come to the government. Y'all got to raise your child together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely.
It won't be no social money unless extreme emergencies. That's what I would do. Y'all may not like it, but that's my opinion. I'm not getting pregnant. That's all I got to say. That's just the thought.
Mm-hmm. Now, what is, let's dive a little bit deeper into the media and figure out what's going on with these Diddy files that Diddy experience is right. Mm-hmm. Well, first off, in the latest news in this evolving case, Diddy apparently wants a new lawyer or has hired a new lawyer.
New lawyers. Mm.
Yikes. I'm not sure what this new lawyer could potentially do that the other lawyer couldn't have done.
Trying to get him a day where he could get out of court. And the lawyer and the judge, I heard, quit. There's another judge. Now, I don't know if she quit. Oh, yeah, but there's another judge. So, and he asked, and it still was a no. I don't know.
I guess he's exhausting all his options. But all that to be said. So,
for the right price. For the right price.
They can find that right price.
If you got a judge that's really to have sticky fingers. But since this is a high profile, nobody going to touch that money with nothing.
Mm-hmm. You know who Diddy needs to call up? He needs to call up Lou Taylor. maybe that crooked lawyer can get him through the system.
That won't work. She could, but I don't know.
Yeah. However, Cassie on the other end is apparently triggered and not handling this baby oil conversation too well. I'm not sure if she's had some experience or if she's having like some PTSD flashback memories. But whatever it is,
that's what we heard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she doesn't want to get.
She's not coping very well. I think it's just a lot. Bringing back a lot of memories. There's got to be a lot going on for those that really suffered, that really struggled. Not all of them. And a lot of these people coming out of the woodwork, and you're just going to have to decipher which ones are true and which ones isn't. You got thousands of people. Now, if you ask me my opinion, I'm going to give it to you. Do I think that Diddy seduced 1,000 or so people? No. Do I think that he could have been in bed with 2,000, 3,000 people? Yes, in 30 years. Do I think that people he was involved with, I think that it was the whole lots of them. I don't think it was all Diddy. I don't. I think it's what they were doing back then.
Yes.
And a lot of times people just be saying, this is disgusting. It is. All of those things and above. Mm-hmm. But you got to understand this stuff has been around before the black man. I was looking at the case, sidebar. I was looking at the case and I was looking at, it started with OJ. And he was the first black man that I ever known that could put money out and get this dream team lawyers. That let me know that we're living in a time where the black man, in my opinion, I'm just speaking truth. This is the way I see it. You don't have to buy it, but I'm saying how I feel, okay? And the way I see it, okay? I think that this is a white man's world. And when those laws were made, they were made for the white man. Think about it. When can you think a black man can offer $10 million to a judge to get off? Think about it. Once upon a those things that was not even heard of. Now we go to a judge to say, can I get out? I won't be a flight risk. Give me $50 million. Who comes up with $50 million? So right now, what we see the black man playing in a white man's field, playing with the white man's money. I'm not saying it in a racist. I don't know no other way to say it. I don't know. Forgive me if it sounds racist. I'm just saying because those things that was afforded to the white man that he was able to get off, he was able to walk, he was able to do those things because he had the money. Now we see the same thing happening to the black man. And we think it's not fair. Oh, it's fair because the laws were made for those that play with money. These laws are made. I was meditating on this thing. These laws are made for people with money, long money. These rules, these games, these politics were made for people that know people that know people that know people. These laws and rules were made for people that can make things happen out of nowhere. This is where he's playing. This is where R. Kelly was. And when R. Kelly ran out of money, he couldn't. Yeah. Come on. So don't be surprised if he walked. Don't be surprised but I'm in the middle. Okay. Because I know what money can do. And by them getting a new lawyer, by them getting new lawyers, a new judge, everybody thinks differently. Yeah. There are people right out here today, like me. He wanted to pay his $50,000 if he don't show up. $50 million. This is how I see it. He wanted to pay his $50 million and he don't show up. He forfeit that money, right? But if he show up, he get his $50 million back. Correct? However, when we sitting at the negotiation table, I could tell you I done took 25 million. In that closing, he could just get 10. I can write a check for it, but it ain't no good because he already know that he gets. See, he just got to be willing to get somebody to play ball.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's coming down to.
Because who gonna know if he paid that money back? Think about it. That's a lot of money. And so for somebody to sit up there, you got to think, wait a minute, where is he playing? So right now we're looking at it like the black man. Don't look at it like that. Look at it as the man with money. How much can his money pay? How? How long is it? Can it get him out? Or is there a price to be paid? And it seems to me that this cabal is looking for someone to pay the price. Yes. Somebody got to be the fall guy. And I'm standing on it with my 2 feet flat down to the ground. I don't believe that he gonna talk like that. He knows the consequences. I believe when they get into these cliques, you make vows and oaths. I believe you make blood vows, piss vows, you name it, a vow that you can't touch. Who got him up in such a high state? What happened? I heard, now I don't know if this is true, and you heard it, that it was Jay-Z who pushed Diddy to get the heat off of him. Oh yeah, Now is that true? That's whack and busted.
It looks pretty true. Jay-Z has skid through this entire situation.
He's skidding through, not much they say. He's under investigation. He's this, he's that, but you hear nothing. You hear Usher, you hear all these people. But his best friend, you hear nothing out of him and his wife. Come on, this is money. They go after Ashton Kutcher. Yeah. They go after all the other ones. They're not really going after Justin Bieber like that. They're just wanting Justin Bieber to talk. And I know that Justin, it's only so much they're going to say. Mm-mm. I just don't believe that you stayed in these parties. Mm-hmm. I heard someone said this. Now, I don't know if it's true. Okay. I heard when they go into these parties that they'll show you something on a screen, something so foul, but you're there. It could be 10 people, but you're there. And that could show you like a mutilation of black men. Okay. Or they could show you, I'm making this up, I'm trying to be graphic. They could show you a mutilation of a bunch of boys, little boys from let's say 3 years old to 7 years old being mutilated. Okay? And they want to know if you can come in, can you be a part of what we're trying to do? I'm just making something up. At that moment, they will tell you, if you look at it and say, I don't want no parts of it, they probably say, you leave, you've seen nothing. And they could probably tell you everything about you. They could probably say, I've seen this, I know this about you, da, da, da. They could have so much on you. I know where you live. I know this. Say nothing. You walk out that door dazed and stunned. The people that stay, they know why they're there. Mm-hmm. They know exactly, but they want to get to the top. They was chose to be a part. Yeah. But can you take step 1, step 2? If I take and blindfold you and put you out there and there's 50 men to run a train on you, or you a male or a female, you want that money? I ask, what will we give in exchange for our souls? What? How much would your soul cost? A lot of people say, I wouldn't do it. Let you have a life where you ain't got to want no more. No more. Want is not even. And you got power. Power. Mm-hmm. Money brings power. So you got money and you got money galore and power. Nobody can touch you. People want to be like you. Mm-hmm. Who would turn it down? Yeah. Who? And it's easy for us to sit back and go, oh, I wouldn't take it. I like to think I wouldn't. But maybe it's Monday and I have a bill and I don't know how I'm going to get it paid. I might be vulnerable Monday. Now, I may not feel like that on Wednesday, but Monday I feel like I can give in. Go ahead, Baker. You got to say something. Go ahead, Baker.
It's very much like...
Let's talk about it.
It's very much like the movie Squid Games. They just happen to target people that just happen to be down in the dumps, maybe need some money, and they're just like, hey, here, just take my card. Think about it.
And they didn't have to do it. Mm-hmm. But once in, you go to a point, once in, there is no out. You know too much. Mm-hmm. But you know the deal. And that's what I think a lot of this is like, on different levels.
Yeah, the movies tell us.
On different levels. Mm-hmm. And that's, I mean, I know I was graphic, forgive me, but I just wanted to make it graphic because I wouldn't think that they would show you that, but they would show you something to make you go.
I could believe it. It can't.
They make you know we are part of this agenda. Mm-hmm. What?
Because especially when you was saying like mutilation, and then you was like symbolizing this like a chain of like people. Even though I've never seen the movie, but I've heard the horror stories of the movie, The Human Centipede, where there was where it was like this mad scientist or something like.
I wasn't talking about The Human Centipede, but thank you, baby. Go ahead. I didn't know. I was just trying to get something graphic, but go ahead. Uh-huh. Go ahead.
So yeah, speaking of graphic, apparently.
No, finish about The Human Centipede. You done got me all involved now. I want to know.
So The Human Centipede, if I am correcting this right, apparently one person's head is somehow connected or sewn or meshed in to somebody else's butt or butthole, and that creates that chain of a centipede, and that's why they call it a human centipede, because it's like a chain. It sounds fascinating. It sounds like something disturbing to watch. I don't know where I could watch this, but I'm not sure if I want to be scarred like people said they have by watching this thing. And apparently it has 2 parts. Human Centipede 1 and Human Centipede 2.
How old does it sound like something from the 90s?
Let's see, hold on.
Sounds something like a 4K
Human
TV.
Centipede. 2009.
Okay, I'll look at it. I will look at that and tell you what I think.
Mm-hmm. All right. But also speaking of something graphic, apparently Diddy or some of like in the concoction of drugs that they would give to people, there was apparently, I will put the name right here if I do not pronounce it right, but Zalenzi was
Wasn't that the drug that we said that they were putting in the bottles with the oil?
The
Nobody. I heard this. The horse tranquilizer. You have to mix it with water, and the baby. Or that's what I heard. They mix it. Now I heard this. Nobody has said anything about it. I'm like, and it was like somebody like somebody put a police officer or somebody on a pulpit on what do you call it, like rising, what do you call it,
like a platform.
Thank you. He was on a platform saying, I don't know if it's real, but I heard that, and here you see it.
Yeah.
And they say you mix it with water. It's a concoction of a lot of things. And it says that this is one of the side effects I heard. And I heard this from Fumi. And I know that if Fumi said it, it must be real. Fumi said one of the side effects is, let me put it in another word. Have you ever had the witch riding you? That means when you go to sleep, you can't move. You can't move. You can't do anything. You see what's going on, but you can't do anything about it because your body is paralyzed. And she said that's what they're doing. Now, I don't know if you could swallow. I don't know that. All I know, to put me in a position where my body can't move. Oh my God, that is
you're like a vegetable at that point.
Oh my God. Oh, that is horrible.
Conscious.
You're conscious, but you can't stop. For that alone is hell. And that is torture. And for that, if that's the feeling, shame on you guys. Shame on you guys.
I see why Cassie would be triggered. Ooh,
yes. Ooh. Yeah. Can you imagine? I know that when I was coming into my gifts and I would just have it, and my grandpapa would say, that's the witch riding you. And I'm like, the witch, I didn't like it, the witch. What is it? That means they got you trapped. You can't get up. And of course, that's not it. That's not it at all. But it's sleep paralysis. It's still the same effect.
Yeah, same effect.
It's still the same effect. So you mean to tell me somebody's going to deliberately give me a drug and put me in that induced state where I can't do anything? Obviously, you can't scream.
Right. And who knows how long that side effect would last.
And they said that many of them, when they woke up, they were very sick. This is horrible.
It is.
But my thing is, how could Diddy and his crew even clean up, even function, even have something like that? How do you orchestrate that? How do you have food for them? Fruit? What? How does this work if it's lasting for 2 and 3 days?
Yes.
Up to 48 to 72 hours.
And another thing, Kanye West put it in his music video. He even showed us the big Diddy bed in the backyard.
He already showed the big bed, and there is a big bed in Diddy backyard, and he had all those people. Taylor Swift, remember his video? You can't. Excuse me, they took it down now, but remember, they did take it down because they thought it was good. I thought it was a great art of work, but they took it down, and all Taylor Swift, all of them was in that video with that. So, but that was, little did we know, he got that from Diddy.
Yep.
Little did we know.
Yeah, like they say, they got to tell us. They told us secretly without telling us.
Well, we didn't know.
Yeah, we didn't know, but those who've been in that bit knew when they saw it.
Yeah, and they said that she can't talk about it because she's so triggered. So anyway, that's what's going on. And also, this is what we heard. I don't know if this is true or not. I heard Rick Ross.
Yeah. DJ Khaled.
Jay-Z.
Probably Usher in there.
Usher? No, the guy name.
Oh, the guy that said this is Jonathan Hay.
And he said what?
Yes, he said that all the people we just named are bisexual or homosexual.
Or bisexual, and they have participated in it. And he said he doesn't apologize.
Nope.
He said it's the truth. He was giving his story. I didn't really get to remember all of it, of course, because we got caught up in something. Mm-hmm. But I know I will go back. You know who this is.
Yes.
So I'll go back and I'll have more information. It's a very good story. I don't know if you knew. I don't know. I'm going to have the information. But it's very good. And he named these names. And Jay-Z was one of them. Like he said.
I think he was on the channel The Truth Is, where he exposed this.
The Truth Is. So if you want to go over there and look at it. But it's a lot of people saying it. He's just one station. So we'll see. And also, I heard a lot about Beyonce. And I heard Beyonce is bisexual.
Too. Yep.
But that doesn't shock me. No. But I've heard females say that she was bisexual. Mm-hmm. I mean, married to her husband.
Come on now.
Come on, people. Birds of a feather, I'm telling you. My mother ain't never lie. She ain't never lie about that. She said, birds of a feather flock together. My mother would say, what if they doing drugs and you don't do drugs? What do you have in common with them? Mm-hmm. You hang around them long enough, you're going to be doing drugs. I didn't want to do drugs, so I didn't hang around them. I had to get some new friends. My mother was bent on that. Birds of a feather. And I find that they may not be of a feather, but they may be of a wine, of a nectar. They may be of sex. It's a many of things that draw people together. Yes. They could be like getting high together. Maybe like having freaky sex, apparently. And it's so shocking that so many, I have to say it, no offense to this kingdom. There's so many gay men in Hollywood. Why don't y'all just come out?
Yeah, for real.
What is this?
Especially in the hip hop industry.
What is this? Come on. It's over. Jig is up.
Yeah.
Come on out.
It's too open now.
Can I sing to him?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to sing to you all.
Okay.
I'm going to sing to all of you in the closet. Just a little bit. To everyone that's in the closet and everyone who just want to lie and cheat and want to act like they want to be with women, but you don't, and you live in a lie. Here's a song for you. Me, 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 me. Here we go. Come out, wherever you are, and be the person you was meant to be.
Yes. Perfect sentiment.
Come out.
Come out wherever you are.
Wherever you are. That's what they said in The Wizard of Oz.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Come out, wherever you are. Come on out. Stop hiding. It's a new day. You're free.
Yes.
The law is on your side.
Yes.
Come on out. You let your freak flag fly. Come on out. Whether you're a girl or a boy or a woman or a male. Man, stop hiding. Mm-hmm. Come out. If you're dating and you bi, let them know straight up. Let them know you can't threaten me. You can't threaten me. I'm free. I's free. I's free now. Uh-huh. You can't threaten me. Well, I saw you with such and such that woman got killed about a year or two ago because she went and exposed. Yep. You can say, I'm free. Come on out and stop hiding and let the world know who you are. Let women know who you are so we can have a choice whether we want to deal with this or not. Yes. Come on out, women. Let men know. Mm-hmm. Come on out, people. Come on out and be free. Yes. Come out wherever you are and be the person you were meant to be.
That's a very good slogan. That should go on a t-shirt.
You like that?
Yes. Be genuine, authentic, and be who you are.
Be who you are. Let it fly. Stop hiding. The world will be a better place when we can just come out.
Yes.
Come out.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Now, speaking of somebody trying to come out, that was pretty much it for before we move on from the Diddy case and the Diddy files, Ray J is wanting to get in contact with Jaguar Wright.
I love me some Ray J.
Yes.
I do.
Oh, that's who you wanted to do a reading on. Should we be worried about Jaguar Right?
Remind me. Mark them down. Mark them. I be running through meetings all day. Oh, I got to read on this person. And by the week, I got a stack of people. Half of them I don't get through because they just moments. But I do want to read on Jaguar Right. Mm-hmm. I'm concerned about her. Speaking of her, I saw that interview. I know we talked about it, but for you all who have not seen us going live, this is it. I really worry about Jaguar. Maybe I shouldn't, but I do. I think that what she's doing is courageous, and yes. Maybe I shouldn't. And how she's got along because people got deleted for less.
Yes.
And her words are putting a noose around people's necks. Mm-hmm. So Jaguar, be careful, girl.
Please.
Be careful. You all way across the pond talking. Girl, be careful.
For real.
We don't want nothing to happen to you.
Mm-hmm. All right, next.
But she's speaking and calling names, isn't she?
She is. Calling it by full name.
Full name. Clyde Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z. I mean, you know how she does, you know. Beyonce.
Right.
You know, she don't care. I mean, you know, she named 2 white men that are very powerful. I forgot their names though.
Yeah.
But she's naming them. Look at it. Piers Morgan, with Jaguar Right. Mm-hmm. And look, not look at that, but also look at the whole thing. I thought it was very interesting. Yeah. As a matter of fact, Jason Lee was on there. Very good. I mean, please treat yourself. It was very good, very informative about the Diddy files.
Mm-hmm, most definitely. Oh, speaking of which, did 50 Cent's documentary make it to Netflix or being picked up by Netflix?
I think it's supposed to be.
Okay. I think did he do it?
I don't know. Did he do it? Did he do it? Did he do it? I want to see it. I hope it's good, but it's supposed to be coming. Yes.
Yes, finally. Mm-hmm. Okay, now moving on from the Diddy experience. Woo. So we briefly mentioned this in our live stream if you guys did not catch that, but apparently Beyonce is being put into the category for country at the Grammys. We'll see if that will get her an award.
She's going to get an award.
Moving on from that, that's just something out there.
I just think it's ridiculous.
It is. Really
and I'd be glad when there's so many things to worry about, to think about, and all you worried about is Beyonce. Somebody you don't even know, get a reward. Come on, people. Do she really need it? Do you really think she cares? For real. Do you think? I mean, she might. But at this point,
yeah, she doesn't act.
She didn't get. Even if she get this award, that ain't the award she wanted.
No,
that's a substitute. She like, I can get that from them. I want that. If I was her, I would want that. Mm-hmm. Why? Because that's saying something. And it, to me, in my opinion, when Beyonce realized early that she wasn't getting it, Beyonce ain't think no more about that song than A Man in the Moon. Y'all can say what you want to say. That song lasted a good, a season?
If that.
If that. It was a hit. It was dance. It was there, and it was gone. I was like, they don't play Beyonce song. Right now, when you hear Texas Hold'em, it sounds like something that was long time ago.
It honestly does. It didn't age well.
What it was, 16 carriages?
Yeah, 16
It's carriages. Like, what's that? She didn't promote it, really.
No, she didn't.
She didn't. She's promoting Levi's more than she's promoting Levi's. Why? I don't get it. She can't sell her own stuff, but I heard her whiskey is doing well, and I want to buy it. I want to buy her whiskey. I do. I don't even drink, but I want the bottle, and I will. I wish it came to stores though.
Of course, that's Beyonce being exclusive.
Well, I won't unless I can go to a cut rate or what do they call them stores, a state store. I won't be getting. I don't drink, so I mean I drink, but I don't drink alcohol of any kind. Wine, beer, no. Yeah. Don't like the way it smells. Go ahead.
And then apparently, baby Mama Crone and I have realized or came to notice that particularly on Meg Thee Stallion's Instagram account, when you look at pictures of the pictures that she posts, yes.
Please put them up.
She apparently posts her pictures where she looks darker than
three times lighter. She is literally my complexion.
Yes.
My complexion.
Mm-hmm. And literally, as you see, I have lighting on me, and I don't nearly appear as light as she or Meg the Stallion appears in the photos. So clearly, Meg the Stallion's doing something with her photos.
What do we call it?
Whitewashing.
And Baby Crone, you have a issue with it.
I do.
Because it was her color.
Yeah, she
and
was
Baby
so
Crone,
beautiful.
she's so beautiful. She's beautiful.
I didn't even recognize her.
I didn't even recognize her. I didn't. I was like, who's that light-skinned girl? Mm-hmm. But we've been talking about it. Please just take a look at it. We're going to put some pictures up. And if you agree, fine. If you don't, that's just our opinion. We entitled.
Yeah, even when she posts like some natural pictures of herself, there always is some type of filter
she's
that
like
makes it look lighter.
4 stages of light. Like she's dark, right? So she dark. There are 7 stages to get to platinum. So she is yellow. So it take her 5 stages to get to the color she is, as lightening of her skin.
She almost 2 stages away.
Can you imagine me trying to get dark like you? Well, I guess all you gotta do is just put some black on me, just some dark brown or whatever, and it would just absorb. But can you imagine me trying to get that color off of me and go, come on, black stick now. It's hard once you get black. It's hard to get out of it. But it is a way because they do bleach. And there is bleaching stuff you can get from the store. I hope that
I hope she's
I just saw it. I hope she doesn't do it. Usually this is the way it starts. I'm very disappointed because I think Meg the Stallion is beautiful. I think she have a body to die for. I always thought there's so many of them, but I always thought white and black, but I always thought that Beyonce had the body. But Meg,
yeah.
Beyonce don't have nothing over Meg, and you all know it.
Yes.
You know it because of her height.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She got it. Mm-hmm. She got it. And you all know, I think Beyonce have a body to die for until I see Meg.
Yes, that is true.
When I see Meg, her body make your eyes want to bulge out your head. And plus, the way she dresses too, because she shows that booty. Mm-hmm. Beyonce is more classy.
Yes, she is.
So, mm-hmm. I'm not saying Meg isn't.
Right.
Meg is a twerk queen. She's a twerkette. And she can twerk. She can. Yes, she can get down on them knees. Mm-hmm. Go ahead with the knees, Meg. When I was young, I used to do. We didn't twerk in my day.
Stallion knees.
She got them stallion knees. When I was younger, they ain't had twerking in my day. But if they did, I'd be all on the knees, giving it up. I could see it. But that's beyond. I can't twerk. Mm-hmm.
It is kind of saddening to see her do this when she's coming through her transformative period with the butterfly and the snake. And I'm like, this is what you came out transformed as, a lighter Meg.
I'm disappointed in that. And you all may not agree. And as I said, this is what we said. We can't say allegedly because we see what we see.
Yes.
And we see a marked difference between the pictures she take and the pictures that maybe Billboard or a professional photographer take.
Yes.
Night and day.
Night and day.
So we're making our statement known. It's up to you. We'll leave some pictures. Choose yourself. Hey, we still love her. We love you, Meg, girl, but we got to call a spade a spade.
We do.
Mm-hmm. You know?
And then lastly, this is what baby Crone has been waiting to talk about.
I'm not going to front on it. I'm not.
Jax Taylor and Brittany Wright from Vanderpump Rules and also now The Valley. They are going through their whole separation, divorce, whatever it is. They're a whole story that's confusing. But apparently it started off with first Jax saying in a filing of a report saying that he gives Brittany full custody. And now just a few days later,
he told him he must have didn't know what he signed. They say he know what he signed.
Yeah, he came back. He was like, "Hold up!" His lawyer's like, "Now he made a mistake, and this is going to be written immediately."
And didn't I say, "Wow, that's generous of him. He must really don't care about his child. He must say, look, I'm gonna just see him. They must live together. I'm like to give her full custody. That's a lot. He must don't want that child, but that was like he said, that's a lie."
Yes, he did.
That was a mistake. I didn't get it. So he is rectifying it. And I can understand that. If it's a mistake, it was recently done. Oh, I'm not having to do no reading. Shoot. I'm getting ready to pick up the cards. Just do what I do. Read, okay.
But yeah, so because of that, apparently, who's filing this divorce, I have no idea. Because also recently, it says that Jax has refiled for divorce.
He could have.
And I thought Brittany filed for divorce, unless they're filing for divorce from each other.
No, you can only file one. So but they could have put it back, held up, whatever. I hope the show come back so Baby Crone can see.
The Valley is being. I did think that the Valley is currently being recorded. So
okay,
we'll see when
so that's Baby Crone. So Baby Crone could be doing the Valley. I'm gonna be here with her, frown in my face. She tolerates me.
Yeah.
And before we go.
Ooh, okay.
Why you say woo? I scared you.
No, I was saying, ooh, what's next?
Oh, before we go, I just want to say I looked at Tia's show. And go ahead, baby. I'll let you go ahead. And we're going to be kind.
Okay, we'll be kind.
Because we are a place where we want you to feel love. But we're going to tell you the truth, okay?
Yes, okay.
Tell them the truth.
Kind, true words.
Be kind. Yes. Because we like Tia, we just don't like her, but we like her. We just don't. We're
wishy-washy.
We are we're ambivalent when it comes to her.
I like that.
Okay.
Tia,
because we done fell in love with Tamara. We done fell completely in love with Tamara. I can't even believe it because she was the white girl sister. And she's really not white at all. She's just a classy black woman. Yes. That's all she is. And don't hide her color or her kids. She's got a mixed family. It ain't no way. Her daughter is dark and her son is fair. It is she's got that Courtney. She got that Khloe Kardashian with the son. Her son is light and her daughter's the same situation. It must be something about those mixed people that do that with the girl, because the girl came out darker than Tamara.
But Tamara is lighter than her mom, who is dark.
Right, so. But her daughter came out darker than Tamara.
That's true.
The same thing that Tristan's daughter came out his complexion. Yeah. So I think it's something with genes with that, I came out looking like my father, but my mother isn't that dark either. So, but I came out knowing that I came out after my father.
I mean, it's really hard to tell looking somebody physically, but that could just be due to maybe the mother has some recessive genes. And when you have recessive genes, you need 2 recessive genes for it to express. So maybe if the mother is, if we want to say a little bit lacking in expression of genes, then the father's genes is going to dominate over that. That's just a little.
Could it be also that it has something to do with a female?
Yeah, it could.
That just because I noticed both of them have females, and also when you look at Kim Kardashian, all her children are the same complexion.
That is true.
So I'm just surprised.
It could be something about genes too.
It's something about the genes that does that, but nevertheless,
chromosomes probably particularly.
But nevertheless, what were we saying?
Talking about how I was getting ready to explain how I feel about Tia's show.
Right. Yes. Tia, go ahead.
Okay. What I would like to say.
We were just talking about the contrast
between her and her sister.
Right, and the children with Tamara.
Yeah.
Her children, beautiful kids, beautiful family. And her husband is so hands-on. He used to be so snobbish. He is so touchable to me now. Just at least the way he come off on screen. It seemed like she done warmed him up. He seemed like a family man. And he just seemed friendly. And he seemed like it doesn't like, when I look at him, it's not like I'm looking at the Braxton. Like, it doesn't seem like I'm looking at like Trina and Vaughn. I'm looking at this man who loves his wife and tells her he loves her. It's just so sweet. And with that being said, I could see why Tia may be jealous, but go ahead.
Yeah, most definitely. Because in this episode, I could really see, okay, first off, Tia, she's just trying to find herself.
The way I feel is that I do ditto, but I also feel it's too talky. It seems like this docudrama where people are talking and sitting down and giving me advice and telling me your story, and I am bored with it. I've gotten it on Sister Wives. Where else have I been getting this?
The Braxtons.
I can't take no more talky, no more counseling. I am counseled out. And for this reason, I will look at her show again, Tia's show, but I don't know. I can't sit through Tia lecturing me, telling me her drama. She's so whiny and cryy to me. And it's still not clear why she's not with her husband. So I don't know.
It's just Tia.
I don't know, but she to me, she is a Cancer, but she is too wet, too absorbed. She's sitting up in her room and crying. I just can't. I just can't. So, like I said, I will look. I will see. I would look at another episode. If that second episode don't move me, I will not be reading on it. I will try to follow her, but I find her docudrama too much talking. And maybe this was the first episode. So I just want to share that because I really was excited to see it, but I can't sit through another lecture, and I certainly can't see a lecture of Tia trying to tell her experience through her sadness. I can't do it. I'm sorry. And with that being said, please forgive me if you love Tia. I don't know if I like Tia. She absorbs me. I don't even know this woman, but she just seems like she's always broken and always having missing pieces and always trying to put herself together. And in the meantime, while she's trying to put herself together, she's always lecturing you. And I did it. And what I went through. And what I'm trying, I don't want to. Keep it to yourself. Write it in a journal.
Write a book.
Write a book. But I don't want you lecturing me. Not you. Yeah. Not today.
I see why your sister didn't know you made this.
And I could see why. But nevertheless, you could see she don't even fit in her sister's life because Tia is unhappy and her sister appears to be very happy. Mm-hmm. And with that being said, it's such a shame that such a family must split like that. Yeah. But you know what? When you grow up, sometimes you grow apart. Mm-hmm. But believe me, they have been growing apart for years.
Yes. Years.
You can look back on the episodes and see it. So with that being said, we hope you like our news, Mm-hmm. This is what's going on. We just keep you updated with news. Here's another piece of news before I go.
Okay.
John Amos, they found out that he has been dead for a month ago. And they just found his body or something a couple of days ago. He's been dead a month ago. But they just finding his body, if I'm right, his body now, a couple of days ago. And their family is in turmoil, stressed out because they feel as though that their brother used them and came in and took the money and did whatever and left him. That they said this is not what their father would have wanted. And so this man has been dead, but his corpse is just being found allegedly. Now, either because I don't understand how they could say he just died.
Right.
And they just getting the body. They're saying he's been dead over a month ago.
Right.
Scary.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is a mess. So I want to leave you with that. Oh, I'm not going to leave you with that. I'm going to leave you with some good news. Okay. The good news is fall is coming. We're getting ready for the fall. Halloween. A lot of people don't like Halloween, but I like every holiday. And what I love about Halloween, it is for kids, And a lot of times people look at Halloween and they say, it's not for older people. I don't know about you, but when I used to take baby Crones shopping, it would be 12th graders dressed up, 11th grader, knocking on the door. The whole neighborhood where I live, one of them kind of neighborhoods, where thousands and everybody, they would have candy everywhere. Yes. Am I lying? We would drive and park and walk. Everybody.
That was a good neighborhood.
Am I lying?
Trick or treating.
It was. I can tell you the name, Fox Point, Virginia. We lived there. I'm telling you, it was everybody. They have signs out. They have, it's like you are walking through Halloween Village because people set up, they set out, and it's massive. Everybody participate. If you don't, you just look like a sore wheel. And what people don't do, they turn their lights on. And when they don't want to do the candy, they put a big thing of candy on their porch.
Yes.
and turn the light on. And that I've never seen stuff like that before.
That's trust.
That's what we've been through. So Halloween is for the kids for me, and that'll never change. So with that being said, we want to leave you on some good news.
Yes.
So have a glorious Sunday and have a good meal. How about that?
Yum.
And with that, you know what we say? Sunflowers.